Hi guys, Radhika here again. So today I wanted to talk about the topic that how will the narcissist use your weaknesses against you. So I do not wish to discuss this to make it like a negative thing. To say how bad a narcissist is, but it is just something that they will do. And as a sane person and as a person who wants to guard yourself and your well-being, what you can do is you can make yourself aware of these things. And I will also give you some ways in which you can avoid what the narcissist is doing. Um, so avoid in the sense that don't let yourself be held back in life because of the things that the narcissist is doing. So I know a lot of again I want to just repeat that narcissism is a spectrum. So if you are in a very abusive narcissistic relationship, this does not apply. This applies to the general narcissism that is in the society. When any abuse is actually narcissist, I mean, any abuse is abuse. It does not matter if it's physical or if it's mental, because mental abuse, it actually shapes your personality. Of course, physical abuse is something that you need to get out of there right away, because it can actually harm, it can harm uh, your ability to live. So it is a survival kind of a tactic then. But even otherwise, if it is not physical narcissistic abuse, if it is other type of abuse, it is still detrimental and it is still abuse, because it changes your personality and it changes your perspective on life, and it basically takes away a lot of life energy, a lot of life force from what you are. And in general, it just converts things that are positive into negative. So you need to be aware of this, and you need to basically understand how to deal with such a situation. So this is a situation where you might be in a narcissistic team in your office, or a person in the team is narcissistic and everyone has kind of acclimated to that. Or it might be just in your family there are people who have narcissistic personality disorder and you are not able to get out of that family, or you still want to, you have to stay with that family for some reason. Maybe you have a child um, with a partner and someone in the family is narcissistic, so you need to stay with that family. Or your parents might be narcissistic but they might be old now, so you have to take care of your parents. And you might be in various situations and you might have various circumstances, so not everyone can actually go no contact all the way. So if you are in that kind of a situation, these things can help you, because you have, like, you will have to stay in that situation. And or you decide to stay in that situation, not have to, because it's always a decision that you make. So yeah, so I just wanted to explain that in such a situation, how will the narcissist use your weaknesses against you. So we all go through ups and downs in life, and not every time our life is going to be all good. But what happens is when we are on a downward swing in life, say you lose a job, or your health is declining, or you're doing really bad at work, or you have financial troubles. In such time, what the narcissist does is, instead of helping you out, they will create more problems for you. And they will do that because narcissists love misery and misery loves company. So the narcissist is going to give misery more company with more bad emotions. So in such situations, how can you protect yourself if you are around narcissists in such a situation? So yeah, so these are some of the things the narcissists will do. So they will make you worry a lot about your situation. So say you are in an office and there's some layoffs going around, and you have a narcissistic friend, or you have a narcissistic boss. So such a friend or a boss or a narcissistic team are going to keep on feeding you fear. So they will keep on talking about maybe your performance or your visa issues, or they're going to find out trigger points for you, and they're going to keep on talking about them again and again and again. So this is something that they will do. So don't buy into it. Okay, it might be true whatever they are saying, but just understand that they are doing this all the time so that you get triggered. So you have to be aware of it. Of course, what the things that they are saying might be true, but you also have to not go into that cycle of always thinking about these stressful things. um, Second thing that they might do is they might give you a worst case example of the situation. So say for example, you have had a baby, and the baby that you had is having some issues. Like all babies have issues after they are born. They spit out things, they throw up, they have some stomach problems. So a lot of babies go through this. But if you are in such a situation, and if you have a narcissistic family member, what they will do is, instead of making you feel good, or like alleviating the situation, making you feel a little bit better, what they will do is they will give you the worst case example. So I can give you an example that happened with me. So if I was in a stressed out situation with my baby, the narcissistic member of our family would give the worst case example at that particular time. So like they would say that, oh, this other we know these friends in somewhere where we live, and they had a baby, and the baby had a fall, and the baby was okay after some time, so she played the whole day, but in the night she slept, and next morning she died. So they will give you such kind of examples, like stupid stuff. And what they are trying to do is they are trying to subtly influence you, they're trying to subtly trouble you. They won't trouble you right away on your face, but they will keep on talking about incidents and stories, and always negative, always fear filled, always full of like all the low vibration energies. So they will keep on talking things like that. um and then the next thing they will do is they will act very different when they are with you. So when you are alone with them, they might say something really cutting to you, really not sarcastic, but really just really inhuman to you. And when they are in front of everyone, they will pretend, they will act like they are helping you come out of this bad time. So this is a double trigger, right? First of all, they say something really bad to you, so you know that they are not helping you. But when it's in front of everyone else, they will try to pretend that they are helping you. So your boss, for example, in a one-on-one with you, might say a completely different thing to you, that you made these mistakes, you have low confidence, whatever they want to say to you. But if it's a bigger meeting with the boss's boss, like your super boss, they would try to they would try to like project it as if they are the ones who are trying to bring you up, they are trying to promote you. They are trying to make you visible, make you seen in the company. So this will act as a double trigger for you, because first of all, you know the intentions of what this person is doing to you, and secondly, you will find it very irritating that this person is making everyone believe a different thing, and an opposite thing. So this is like a double trigger, which all narcissists do. So in a family situation, a narcissistic family member might, so for in my example, my baby was in the NICU. So the narcissistic family member in my family was, when I was alone with that family member told me that, I have had 3 kids and none of them have ever been in the NICU. And this was when my son was in the NICU. So I was already like, I was down in the dumps, I was completely heartbroken, I was completely weak at that moment. And this family member said this thing to me one on one. And when in front of other family members, this particular family member was trying to show them that she is trying to cook really nutritious food for me, and she would always be on the phone with other family members discussing that, oh, I'm cooking this for her, I'm cooking that for her. So this was a double trigger for me, because first of all, she had said something to me in private which showed me what her intentions were. But in front of everyone, she was trying to be like an angel, an angel who's trying to help me. So these kind of situations will really trigger you, because you will feel like you will just feel like, like just letting it out on that narcissistic person, blowing their whistle in front of everyone. But what I want to tell you is that these things, like, if you will feel like doing these things, it's very natural. You will feel aggravated, agitated, angry, but you need to understand one thing: that is what the narcissist wants you to do. That's what they want. So if you understand that, that changes everything, because you are now a puppet, and you are doing everything that they want you to do. You are feeling everything that they want you to feel. You are feeling angry, you are feeling agitated. So in such situations, if you cannot get out of it, first of all, if you can get out of it, get this negativity out of your life, that's the best solution. But if you cannot, then at least get some reprise from it. At least, like, try to maintain. So now I'm going to give you some ways in which you can handle this situation. So the first thing is less contact. Whatever is the least contact you can do with such kind of people, do that. Do the least amount of contact. Now if you are in cultures in which you have to make contact with them, then it's up to you how much you can go out of your bounds and lessen the contact. But just try to maintain least contact with them. Okay. If And then whatever contact you maintain, point two is you have to share the least amount of information. Least amount. Let anyone share whatever they want to share about you, about your child, about whatever in your life. You don't share any information with them. They will try to extract information out of you. Just keep all the conversation to third degree topics. So if the narcissist asks you, okay, how is it going, just say it's going good. That's all. And just keep silent. Don't speak. After that, don't speak. And let them speak. Let them ask the next question. So it's very simple. Just don't give out so much information as you used to, because you were a free person. But don't give it out. You don't have to show your personality to such a person. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to prove you're a good person. You don't have to prove this is my favorite movie, this is my favorite music. Don't share anything. Whatever you share is going to be used against you. So don't share. If you are a new parent, don't share your parenting technique. Don't share tips and tricks. If you're reading about things, keep the information to yourself. And if the narcissist is trying to give you some tips, act uninterested. Yeah, don't be polite and don't just listen. Just act uninterested. You don't have to say anything, just act it. Just do something else while they're talking. You don't have to please them. You don't have to. Sometimes, third point, sometimes you can turn the situation on them. So if they say, like, say you are cooking something and you cook on the weekends, and they want you to cook every day, and although you might be a working woman, so you might be tired, and say so they will say that this is stale food. If you eat stale food, it might upset your stomach. So basically, they are taunting you. They are telling you that cook every day. It's a valid point. I get it. But the narcissist is doing it to irritate you, right? So, so what you can do is turn the situation on them. If they say something like this, ask them, have you eaten stale food? Has this happened to you? Do you eat stale food? Just do that. Turn it on them. Ask them the question that they are asking you, and just do it very calmly, casually, and after that, don't argue. They are like a pig, they're trying to drag you into the mud. Don't go into the mud. You're smarter than that. So just turn it on them and leave it. Leave it and go away. Walk away. Fourth, so in an office situation, if there's a narcissist in your office who's troubling you, what you can do is whatever communication you have with that narcissist, keep it via email. Keep it via email and copy someone on it. Copy your boss on it. If your boss is the narcissist, I would say just change teams, because there are a lot of good bosses out there. So try to change your team. And yeah, all the other points also apply to a narcissistic boss. You don't have to discuss your private life with them. You don't have to discuss anything outside of work with them. So, fifth point is the most important one: maintain mental hygiene. So, don't let the narcissists take over your thoughts, because you will go into that cycle. I have been in that once. So you will keep on thinking about these things again and again and again and again, and it will become like a cycle, and it will become very difficult for you to get out of it. So when it becomes a cycle for you, just realize that you are giving a space in your mind, in your brain, in your spirit, to the narcissist. And who's doing that? You are doing that. You are giving that space to them. So you need to get to a point of this realization, and when you get to a point of this realization, you will stop giving them the space, because they don't deserve it. You can tell them, just get out of here and go trouble someone else, and they will find someone else to trouble, because it's not about you, it's about them. They want to trouble someone, if not you, they will trouble someone else. So don't be troubled by narcissists. Let them go trouble someone else. As soon as you make them go out of your mind, out of your brain, out of your spirit, they will be out and they will try looking for someone else. So yeah. And then the sixth point that I wanted to say is that write down your intentions. You have to write down your intentions. So if you're in an office environment and you have a narcissistic team, or you have a narcissistic boss, and you have worked very hard in that team and you want to get ahead in that team, write down your intentions. Why were you in this place in the beginning? If it was just for a promotion, then you need to come to that hard understanding that a narcissistic team or a narcissistic boss isn't going to allow you to get promoted. So if that was your intention in joining this team, then you need to move and you need to realign, so you need to be honest with yourself. If you have a narcissistic spouse, you need to ask the same question: why were you in this relationship? If you have a child and you have a narcissistic family surrounding you who are always criticizing you, belittling you, then you need to ask yourself, why did you have that child? Why did you bring a life into this world? Did you bring him into this world so that you can please the family? No, of course not. You brought him into this world because you thought you have something good that you can give to the child. Do you still have that good thing? Yes, you do. So then why are you bothered about this family? Why do they matter? They don't matter. What matters is you and your intentions. So clear the plate, clear your mind, clear the palette, and start over. Start over with the intentions that you had in the beginning, before you got caught up into this narcissistic mess. So you keep your intentions clear. If it is work that you want to do in the office, is it the work that excites you? If it's the work, you still have the work. Why are you bothered about your colleagues? You did not come here thinking that, oh, I want good colleagues. If you want good colleagues, then go into another team with that intention. Go into a team and look at the team. Is it a good team? Is anyone narcissistic in this team? Do they have team spirit? If that's what you want, change your team. Everything is up to you. So basically, these are my points which you can apply in your life. And I think the most important points are the last 2 points. Maintain mental hygiene. Don't let the narcissist take up a room in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. And the second point is that realign with your intentions. Once you realign and once you focus on those intentions, the entire universe is going to help you fulfill those intentions. So you got to keep your intent in your mind always, always. You can keep on saying it, you can keep on reading it, you can keep on writing it, and thinking about it, and then it will sink into your subconscious, and everything around you will change according to that. um, so yeah, this was my video. I wish you all a lot of love and light. Please do like, subscribe, and comment on this channel, and I wish you all a very good day. Thank you. Bye.